at it again, Birdies Not BS. Your man Dougie Fresh here alongside Mr. Goodley. Ben Goodley, what's going on, homie?
Hanging out, man. Drinking a little bourbon, hanging out.
Hold on, what you drinking though? We talking bourbon, I'm from KY, dog. We got to get into it. What you sipping on? Because I know, if anybody knows how to talk about what pairs well as far as food and drink and golf, nobody better than you. So what you sipping on?
So if I'm drinking straight, typically it's going to be Michter's or Bullet. Michter's Ride tonight. If I'm going to mix it up, probably going to be something like a Buffalo Trace because I'm not mixing something that costs too much. Budget.
And okay, that's fair.
A little Michter's Rye tonight, nothing too much.
I still don't know why you drinking rye. Like we were talking before we started recording, like as a man from Kentucky, rye whiskey was invented because they ran out of the certain stuff that you need to create the bourbon in its truest form. It's the backup. It's the backup brew. Why are you drinking secondhand brew, man?
Well, because I can't go to the grocery store because they got a positive COVID test. So I'm on quarantine. So the only thing in the house is rye. So I'm drinking rye. And trust me, my office is actually in Louisville, Kentucky. Live in New Orleans, Louisiana, but my office address is actually Louisville. So best friend went to school in Lexington, UK. So been up there many a time. Drank a lot of bourbon.
To the crib. All right.
Exactly.
That made me feel good. So, Ben, for the people out there that don't follow you and haven't met you just yet, glad they're meeting you right here, Birdies Not BS. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. I know you be in the kitchen when you can. I know you got some other ancillary things. I know you're a golf nut. But just let us know, man. What's happening? Where you at? Where you from?
I mean, most importantly, I'm a golf addict. Live in New Orleans, Louisiana. Work in the oil and gas business, but nobody really cares about that. Most importantly... I am a food blogger.
You need those things. Things.
Hey, I gotta pay for all this golf, man. I gotta pay. I got my eye on some new wedges right now, so I gotta sell some more stuff so I can get some new wedges. Most importantly, though, I mean, so I cook a lot. I'm a food blogger, food photographer. I think that food is one of the most integral parts of our life, which is why the title of my website, my blog, is Food is Love Made Edible, because I think food is one of the ways that we show we care about people. And one of the ways that I show my family I love them is by cooking for them. Same way that my mom, my grandmothers, all my family showed they love me. So, again, being from Louisiana, a lot of Cajun Creole food. I eat a lot of gumbos, a lot of etouffees.
Can you email me some of all that you blogging about? I need that like ASAP Rocky.
I say you ain't got none of that out there in Arizona.
No. You know what pisses me off about Arizona when we're talking about food? We'll get to the topic here in a minute, people. But right now, I don't understand how I can't find authentic Mexican food in Arizona. Ben, I can't find it. Like, you would think, not to be like, borderline racist, like, hey, there's a bunch of Mexican folks around here. Can we get some Mexican food that's authentic? Can I get abuela in the kitchen, please? I don't know. I'm upset about that. Well,
so I have my what I call authentic Mexican place here in town, and then I have my auxiliary places. So if I want traditional
auxiliary, okay.
Then I go to my authentic place where like you go in, and you can tell when you walk in. The TVs are not on English. The TVs are on. It's in Spanish. All they watch is Mexican soccer. You're getting the real deal, true Mexican food. Which is what it is. That's what I love.
All right. I mean, if I go out to the west side, like way west side, Phoenix, you can drive 2 hours in any direction and still be in this damn city. So yes, there is authentic food, but it's not close to where I'm at. So let me just clear it up for the people that's like, Doug's talking shit about the Mexican food in Arizona. Yes, it's there, but you got to find a boiler in the kitchen like an hour and a half away. I'm not going. But Ben, this is a great time to enter into why I wanted to chop with you today, right here on this week's episode, Birdies Not BS. I needed a chef. I needed someone that knows the game of golf. Well, I saw your, breaking sawgrass. You do love the game. All right, so let me just say that. You are an addict. That is facts. We're going to work on some things. You and I going to get together. We're going to get you right. Hey. But I need to understand something. When we're talking about what pairs well with golf, I'm not talking about wine, although we might get into that a little bit. I want to know, like, food. Like, when we're going to these different places and different clubs, and there's some clubs out there that have some interesting things on the menu, Ben. But I want to know from you, like, what's some of the more interesting items that you've seen as we're all traveling around and playing this game of golf?
So I'm extremely simple when it comes to the golf course because I'm always I don't ever trust golf courses have that great of food. Just don't trust them because
It's fair. It's a fryer.
Exactly.
It's a
So
fryer.
I'm really boring when it comes to golf. I'm a club sandwich kind of person. Club sandwich, bag of chips, couple beers. That's all I really want. But there are, especially here in New Orleans, you get some golf courses where they have really good food attached to them. One of the local munis here in town, more people go to the restaurant at the clubhouse than actually play golf.
For what though? Why are they pulling up with the? What is it? What's going on there? Like why? How can a muni have the best food in town? Like what's going on there?
It's a little mom and pop Creole place that they have two. They had a location before, had another location. It's in one of the older black neighborhoods in town, and the people in that neighborhood, a lot of them don't play golf, but they know the restaurant has good food. So you go on a Sunday morning, there's people there in their church clothes eating brunch while you out playing golf. And
hold on, stop, because I know it ain't near Charles Street. You talking about muni out in Black folks stuff.
No.
But look, I want to know hold on, shout them out. What's the name of the course where they can get this food, man?
I mean, it's Joe Bartholomew, Golf Course.
Yep, Joe Bartholomew. I've been there.
Yep,
it's been a while. I didn't know the food was banging there though.
Well, so it's just recent. It's been about a year. So the name of the restaurant is called Munchie's Factory. But if you've been to Joe Bartholomew, you know it's in the middle of the neighborhood.
It's in the middle of the neighborhood.
And I mean, it has a great history. There's a great reason behind the name Joe Bartholomew, which we won't get into too much now because it's a long story. But
it's a long, yeah.
I mean, if you're a black golf architect in the 1920s, you built a whole bunch of golf courses, but you never got a chance to play them. I mean, his story should be told more, and thankfully it has been told more. But it's a golf course. It's the hidden gem in New Orleans. And hey, when you have good food after a round and you can grab yourself a shrimp wrap or a catfish sandwich or something, I mean, can't beat that when you're on your way home.
You know what? I was at Champions Gate. I used to work there. A lot of people don't know this. I used to work the range at Champions Gate. And it's in Orlando, Florida. It's way out outside.
Sounds real prestigious.
It's Davenport, Florida. Anyway, they used to have this steak wrap. When I used to get off work, I used to work that 5 to 12 shift. Then I'd go have lunch. Then I'd go out to the golf course and bug like David Ledbetter and Kevin Smelts back in the day. But they had this steak wrap, man. And I feel like golf courses are really good at having like handhelds. So like, have you seen like the different handheld options? Like as a chef, food blogger, like what can we look for to keep it healthy, keep it authentic, but also have some flair in the handhelds?
I mean, I think anything like a grilled shrimp wrap, especially down here, like
yes, you got shrimp down. You can get it out of the water. You can't get that. I'm in Phoenix, man.
I'm saying every course down here is gonna have a grilled shrimp wrap, or a lot of places some sort of grilled chicken wrap. If it's hot like it is right now down here, I mean, it's pushing 105, 110 with the humidity. I'm not doing any sort of mayonnaise or any sort of dairy-based sauce. Fair. So I'm staying away from that. But a lot of times, like a shrimp wrap or a grilled chicken wrap, something like that you can do with a bag of chips or something like that. I think
that's the second time you've mentioned chips, Ben. Like you a chip. Sounds like you a chip eating ass dude, man.
It's easy. Chips in a sandwich is really easy. I don't eat at the turn. That's just not me. Like, I much rather enjoy my round of golf because I don't get to do it too often.
But do you drink at the turn, Ben? It
depends on what time it is and how hot it is. Right now, I'm playing a lot of Sunday mornings where it's 100+ degrees. I'm drinking Powerade. That's just what it is. But when it cools down in the fall, I'm got a cooler beer in the cart, and that's what I'm doing during the round.
All right, let me take it somewhere real quick, because there's 2 dishes that I've heard of at different golf courses. All right, and I'm gonna start with the burger dog.
I was gonna say we had to start with that.
We're gonna start with the burger dog because there's a course called there's Chaparral Pines up in Payson, Arizona, and they have the burger dog. Right. What pisses me off about the burger dog is the fact that it ain't nothing but some hamburger meat, oblong in a shape put in a hot dog bun. It's not that creative, Ben. That's what I'm saying. It's not a creative sandwich. Why does it get so much acclaim in the chef world? Well, not the chef world, the damn golf world. It ain't nothing but a hamburger on a hot dog bun. What the hell, man?
I mean, there's not really much else to talk about when it comes to golf and food, if we're being honest. So, I mean, there's some club in California, I think it's called Olympic Club or something, where they have a burger dog or something out there. And so, I mean, if you don't have much to talk about, why not talk about a burger dog? I mean, I don't see an issue with it. It's the same meat on a piece of bread. If it makes it easier to eat, if it makes it easier for them to transport and sell to people, it really doesn't bother me. I just don't see why it should be one of the main conversations at a women's major tournament. But that's just me. What do I know exactly? I mean,
but do you even know where the burger dog comes from? Like, I don't even know. I have no idea. I'm asking you like with a blank slate, just me being curious. I have no idea. I think somebody was just like, hot dogs is popping. Let's put some meat on the bun too and see if we can make this take off.
I think somebody forgot to buy the damn hamburger buns. Excuse my language. I think that's what happened.
Damn. We can say all that. This is Birdies Not BS, dog. We ain't on no network. This ain't Beyond the Fairway. We right here, me and you. What you
Works for me. So I think somebody forgot to buy the hamburger buns. What's the little hot dog rolling machines that they have at all the gas stations and stuff?
I don't even know what they call, but they roll.
Exactly. Somebody had one of those to say, you know what? Why buy hamburger buns? We can buy one bun. We can put all these things on the same little heating roller. And we sell them all together.
But the thing is, the burger dogs are they're like box press cigars. They're not even like round. They're like, they're square or rectangle. I don't know what shape you want to call it.
Yeah, I've never been at a nice enough course to enjoy one of these delicacies. So when I get the invitation, out to San Francisco area, I'll be happy to report back to you.
Well, if you want to come out to, Arizona, although I'm not a big fan of Chaparral Ponds. Yeah, I said it out here on Birdies Not BS. I'm not a fan of the golf course. It's too target golfy for me. I want to hit driver. I don't want to hit 5-iron, 7-iron on par 4. It's just not my thing. But we can go up there. There's a great course across the street called the Rim. We can go play 36 holes and we can have a burger dog and talk about it.
I can't hit any club, so it doesn't really matter to me where we go.
We might have to do a let's get technical segment so that we can get your stuff together. Here's one thing. I've never been privileged enough to play at Pine Valley. I'm just not. I don't have that caliber of friends. Actually, I have 3 friends that are members at Pine Valley, but I've never got the invite. So let's get that out in the open. I've heard rumors that Pine Valley has a turtle soup.
I love turtle soup.
I've never had. Give me some information. You're the food blogger. Let's describe it. I want to paint it so I can taste it.
It's a very earthy, deep, rich soup. I've probably had it 5 or 6 times. It's always very thin. So think of it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just something you have to try. It is a delicacy down here in New Orleans. If you go to the nicer restaurants, especially in the French Quarter, it'll usually be on the menu. Really? It's just one of those things that you have to try. Now, I don't know if they make it the same way at Pine Valley. Who knows? I mean, they're fancy. They may do something different. They so fancy. They may have hired some chef from New Orleans to come up there and cook it for them.
They probably did. They probably got it in the etouffee and all that in there.
Exactly. It's one of those things that I eat in the wintertime when it's cold, because I'm not eating gumbo and soup like that when it's hot outside. I'm not eating no hot soup when it's 100 degrees outside.
It's fair. I'm not drinking hot coffee if it's over 85. We put that ice on there, man.
Oh, I had hot coffee on my walk today this morning, so I mean it's.
How you walking outside with COVID, man? You supposed to keep your ass in the house. No, excuse me. You don't have COVID. You were tested positive. You have a positive testing.
Not around people.
Hey, look. Here's the thing I got, because it gets with the condensed PGA Tour major calendar. All right, now it's like there's a major every week. Yeah. Like U.S. Open, I understand it's after the 4th of July, usually 2-3 weeks later. And I get the hot dogs and the hamburger, all American, like you say, you like chips. There's going to be some chips out there, some baked beans, some sweet potatoes. I get it. Or not sweet potatoes, some potato salad. Let me ask you something interesting. I know Augusta has its cuisine. It's got the pimento cheese sandwiches and barbecue sandwiches and $2 beers, etc. I want to know from you, should we have set menus like a black people barbecue, per each individual major? We'll take the U.S. Open out because that's 4th of July. I get it, but should Augusta have a certain thing? It should the British Open? Excuse me, the Open Championship. I don't know when it changed. I always call it the British Open, but now it's the Open, and I get ridiculed for it. Open Championship, the PGA Championship. Let me ask you this: What should we eat per the majors?
So when we go to Augusta, what you're saying is that the folks of the lighter side of the hand go to the pimento cheese line, and the folks at the darker side of the hand, they go to the deviled eggs line.
I didn't say that. You did. It's not what I've said. I'm just trying to figure out what we should eat per the major that's being played.
I mean, I think that everybody should just come to the Zurich down in New Orleans, where we get charboiled oysters, we get shrimp po' boys, you get what you call some debris roast beef po' boys. You can get some shrimp salad, some oysters.
I haven't eaten yet. Damn it! And now I can't have none of that shit you're talking about. Because I got some.
All the stuff you want to eat, like all the stuff that you want, is just in Louisiana. I mean, it's just easy. But if we look at, I mean, it really should be based on where the major is at. So if you look at, say, where was the PGA? Kiowa, which is
Kiowa's low country.
It's like Charleston, South Carolina.
No, it's further south. It's in Sea Island, Georgia.
Okay,
but I'm just Carolina, Georgia. I'm not going to judge you.
So really, when it comes to that, the PGA should have no hand in what food they're serving there. It really should be on, say, the people hosting the tournament themselves. I would say that for any tournament, the PGA or whoever is the quote unquote paying the rights to have their name on it should have no hand in what the food is, because they don't know. They come for 1 week. If it's a major, they come once every 10 years and then they go on somewhere else. They don't know. But that's just me. All
right, hold on. Okay, look, I'm gonna take a different route. So, all right, PGA's in the low country. We should have some crab boils and some low country fare. Augusta, all right, we'll keep it with the barbecue, the pimento cheese. All right, with the U.S. Open 4th of July barbecue, and maybe fish and chips for the Open champion. I'm being stereotypical there.
Perfectly. I love fish and chips.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this one. You win the Masters, right? The following year, you get to pick the menu. So, Ben, you've won green jacket.
I've actually thought about this.
I think we all have thought about that. I would serve some authentically Negro-nese food. I'm gonna be honest with you. It would be grandmama's up in the kitchen with both feet in pots. But what I want to know, what I'm thinking about, if you're gonna have your dinner at Augusta. 3 courses. What you thinking about? Because I'm trying to get with you right now. Tell me what's going on in your mind.
So I've thought about this many times, and so the way that I look at it is I'm going to bring in 3 or 4 people to run the kitchen, because I don't trust them to do stuff right. I mean, when it comes to, I'm sure they've got probably one of the best wine cellars in the world, blah, 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 blah. Probably the best chefs in the world, too. But my grandmother is coming in and she's running the kitchen. Because I'm
not mad. I'm not mad. None of you. Nothing you just said. I'm not mad.
So, and probably Chef Emerald Lagasse is probably going to work with my grandmother hand in hand. So we're going to start off with a.
That's a touch cliche. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Just a touch cliche.
His restaurants are so good, though.
That's fair. No, I'm not saying he's not great. I'm just saying it's cliche. You being in New Orleans.
But you got to give something to the give something to the members, because they're paying all that money. You got to do something to.
No, I'm not mad. I'm just calling you out.
So to start off, we'd start off with a trio of oysters. So we do raw, charbroiled, and Rockefeller. Just so you know,
where are you getting them from, though? Where are we gonna get them? Where the oysters coming from?
So the raw, some Murder Points are my favorite oysters. So Murder Point, Alabama. I grew up in Alabama, so I have a certain love to Alabama. So Murder Point's outside of Mobile, Alabama. Charbroiled, don't really matter. Some sort of Gulf oyster, and the Rockefeller, just some sort of Gulf oyster. Wherever they buy them.
I'm not mad.
So
I'm starving.
I know. The second course is grandmother's course. So we're gonna do what we'll call the quote unquote soup course, or we're gonna do a smothered okra, which is my favorite dish that both my grandmother and my grandma cooked it. So smothered okra with some chicken and sausage, little second appetizer. Third course, we're gonna do a beer can chicken, so a drunken chicken. Both my
spatchcock that thing, spatchcock it too.
No,
you can't do it if you beer can it. No, you can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna shove that beer can up his butt, and we're gonna sit that baby in a smoker, and let it smoke for a few hours.
Whew, man.
And then for dinner, for dessert, just a good old bread pudding. Nothing better than a bread pudding. And gonna be a lot of wine, a lot of bourbon, a lot of red wine.
What pairs well with a beer can chicken? from a wine perspective? I don't know if I know that answer.
I drink Pinot Noirs from Oregon and what you call it, Spanish Reds. That's what I drink.
I didn't know you was a Somalian.
I'm not. I just like wine.
No, I'm kidding. I know that it's a sommelier. I'm kidding. That's a joke, people. Because somebody's gonna be like, "Did that motherfucker just say Somalian? Is that what he said?" Yes, I did. I did say that as a joke.
I knew he was from Versailles. I knew it. God dang it!
I'm from Versailles. Damn it! Why do people keep messing with where I'm from? It's messed up. The funny thing is, if you go to Kentucky and you say Versailles, they're gonna be like, "Where the hell is Versailles? Like what? This Versailles? Damn it! What are you talking about?"
I did it once when we were distillery. We were on our way to Wild Turkey, and
that's where my mama's from. She's from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Shout out.
We were on our way to Wild Turkey, and I said that, and somebody was like, "Excuse me, what?"
You can be, what the hell are you talking about? I ain't no Versailles in France. This is Kentucky. We like to say the letters. You got to say all the Versailles. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing Sai. Ain't nothing S-A-I in that word. You know what I mean? It's L-L-E-S. We got to get it all out. That's all I'm saying. But look, Ben, before we get out of here, I want to do a little something with you. I want to do some word association. We're going to talk. I might ask you if it's birdies or I might ask you if it's BS. All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
Now, Ben, look, you've played golf all over the country. You know, you've been fortunate enough to play a few places. Have you ever just run into any food item where you're like, what the absolute hell is that?
To me, food at a golf course should be utilitarian. It serves a purpose. I'm not really going to a golf course to dine out. If I'm going to dine out, I'm getting my reservation, I'm taking the missus out, and I'm getting dressed up. So when I see food at the turns that you have to eat with a knife and fork, I do not understand it at all. I understand some people may sit down for an hour and a half at the turn to eat. I'm not one of those people.
You would hate golf in Mexico, or let me venture to say golf in Latin America. I'm just going to tell you right now. You'd hate it. I'm going to tell you why. Here you go. You play 5 holes, you get to a turn shack. But the turn shack is actually a full-out restaurant, and the people that are playing golf actually take time to have breakfast there. So you eat breakfast 5 holes into your round, you take a 45-minute intermission, you come back with a full belly, got to hit the shot on 6. That's a fact. Like, I've lived it. I've seen it. I've lived it. You talk to my wife, all her family, they play. And then you know what happens, what pisses me off? Is you play 16 holes, and you get back to that same damn shack, and you do it all over again. Round of golf takes 7.5 hours in Latin America.
I was going to say, so I get to play golf once a week, maybe, because I have a 3-year-old at home. So my 4-hour round of golf that I'm allotted once a week, now I have to ask my wife, who's at home with the 3-year-old, hey, can I stay out for 7 hours because we have to have 2 meals? Yeah, see, I ain't playing.
Yeah, you gotta ask too. Yeah, I gotta ask too. That's the most humbling. That's the most humbling pie you can have. It's like, hey, I got a tea time. Do you mind if I play golf an hour away? Ooh, that's a tough conversation with kids.
See, we came up with rules and guidelines that I abide by.
No. We gonna save that. Save that. We're gonna need that for another topic. People gonna have to tune in for our next topic to get that information. But real quick, birdies or BS? All right, I got to talk about it. We got to get to it. Pimento cheese sandwiches.
Absolute birdies. Absolute birdies.
Or be it. See, I'm the opposite sex bullshit. I
love it. I love it.
Do you really?
I really do.
What's the little red thing in there I don't like? That's what I don't like about pimento
peppers.
That's just pimento? I don't like that. That's exactly what the hell I don't like.
So
I'm 2 bourbons in, so forgive me. I'm just being honest.
No, you
that's
get
the
like
pimento.
when it comes to. I mean, I got into golf about 5 years ago, but like since I've really got into golf, Sunday of the Masters, I'm making a big pimento cheese, and I'm getting me some white bread, some crackers, and some prosciutto, and I'm having a day. That's my Sunday of the Masters.
Okay, Sunday at the Masters. All right, number 2. We talked about it earlier. I'm gonna bring it back to you. Burger dogs, birdies or BS?
TBD.
Come on, man. I know it's like the sandwich that like people created because they ran out of some shit. I get it. It's like, you said.
I'll give it birdies because I mean it's
2 for 2 birdies.
I'll give it because it's the same thing as a hamburger. I mean that's all it is. So I mean it's not like it's not gonna taste good. But if a certain club in Northern California would like to invite me out to try it, I'll be happy to give a review of it.
All right, last question I got. I'm gonna twist it up a little bit. It's unfood related. It's non-food related.
What's up?
I saw you play golf on breaking sawgrass. I got to see, Eric Anderslang and Joe Hooks and the dude from Golf Journal. Y'all went out there. Y'all played. There you go, Tom Coyne. Y'all played 18 holes with Sunday pins at the Players Championship the day after Players Championship. I saw the whole thing. I thought it was put together really well. Shout out to Eric Anderslang Random Golf Club. Birdies or BS? How you played at Sawgrass?
I see. I like how you phrased the question. How I played. There were no birdies. There's a lot of BS. There's a lot of BS. The experience was birdies. My play was BS. But after, if anyone has seen it, don't watch it if you haven't seen it.
Your attitude was birdies though, homie. Like for real talk. You had the best. I can play golf with you. I can play golf with you any day of the week, any course.
I'm really not that bad.
You lost 16 and a half golf balls in 18 holes, and you had a smile on your face and J's on your feet. And sir, I salute you for how you played, man. Hey Ben, how do the people get a hold of you, man? That's listening in. They like your swag. They want to know more about the food blog. Where do we find you at, man?
Socials is Mr. Goodley Cooks. My website, my food blog is Food is Love Made Edible, because like I always say.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time. Food is what?
Food is Love Made Edible, because that's how we show people we love them.
Food is there a .com, .net,
yeah,
.tv,
foodislovemadeedible.com.
Okay, all right.
I pay for it.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Yo, Ben Goodley coming in here, holding me down. Birdies Not BS. You know how to find him. You know how to find us. BirdiesNotBS.com. We on them socials at Birdies Not BS. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Holla at us, man. We out of here till next time. Go make some birdies and limit the BS. Holla.